Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Shaq Reacts. Single mom with high standards get rejected. Come on, you let him hit her raw. Please like the video below. I really appreciate that. See you at Chow. It's Chow time.
The craziest couples ever.
And I'm still single. And the only people that's checking for me is people that I don't want.
What's going on, guys? Shaq Reacts here once again, and this short out some wild clips of the craziest couples I can find. The like of my favorite clip will be at the end, guys, so make sure to stay tuned all the way till the end to find it. But in this first one, guys, it is definitely not good either. Basically, we have this woman over here who is absolutely confused why she's still single. She starts going off a list of details about herself, about saying what she brings to the table, and to be honest, it's nothing unique at all, and I'm getting the vibe that she's actually feeling herself throughout the video, checking herself out, thinking she's all that, when in reality, she just hit the wall and she doesn't even realize it.
I'm penning a letter to my husband. I'm ready to retire.
Oh, hell no!
I'm ready to let it go. Come get me. I do well.
Nobody cares.
My butt is real. And I can pray real good.
You got those whole hoop earrings, though.
And my deity has a good fried chicken recipe that I could use for us. So just come get me.
Hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no.
Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm officially throwing a white flag.
She does look like she's feeling herself.
Where are you? Come get me.
Nope.
I love you.
Something is wrong here.
And this next we have these two women over here who absolutely hit the wall as well. I guess this man decides to ask them, do you think it's easier to date when you're older or when you're younger? And they obviously said it's harder, but for not the reasons you think so. Apparently they think it's just harder because their preferences and I guess their expectations increased. And then suddenly now they just want better men than what they used to want. But in reality, it's not the reason at all. The reality is they just have less of a pool of men to go for because nobody wants to date an older woman.
Do you think that as a woman ages, dating becomes easier or harder for her?
Harder.
Harder but easier because we know what we like versus what we don't like.
So you have even higher standards as you age,
Absolutely.
but you are also going for the top tier guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, do you think that those top tier guys are going for women in your age category or younger women?
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
No, it's not. It's a very
It
easy
depends
question.
how old they are, but I feel like men go through a stage where they date younger and they realize that was a terrible decision because it's like, I wouldn't want to date my younger self. But like me now, I think I'm a pretty stand-up individual.
So why do you think that as a woman
Stand
ages,
up
dating
individual.
becomes harder for her?
We get pickier and we realize our worth and how much we have to
you've
put
hit
up
the
with
wall.
and what birthing a child
And you
actually
lost all your
is when we
options.
hear about all of our friends that have children. It's a lot of work, and it's just like, I think we also find ourselves. Like, once you find yourself and you really become comfortable with just being by yourself and being, I'm an independent woman, then it doesn't matter.
And this next one is DJ should absolutely be fired. This is horrible.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
And this next we have this man over here. I guess he goes on to explain about how you rejected a girl. And to be honest, she never got rejected before in her life, so she definitely took it the wrong way. And this is just what happens when you're a high-valued man and you're actually older and got to explore all of your options. I'm not saying you should stay single until you're older, but if you definitely do, you'll get a lot more women than you did when you were younger.
Interested in her. I'll show you the text messages. I'll show you right now. And she's like, you. Really? Yeah, I told her.
Damn.
She messaged me out of nowhere and I didn't know who she was. And it goes like this. I saw your profile. I'm not interested. Have a good day. She said sorry to bother you.
Drizzle.
Are you looking for something? I said, I don't understand. She just got your number? I don't know how she got it. I think I met her in person or something. And she said, I think it's rude that you say that you're not interested after viewing a woman's profile. I said, I don't care. I said, it's not just physical. I don't particularly like the way you were texting. All good. Take care. She goes, you, exclamation point. And then I told her, I told you I'm not interested. After she said, I told you I'm not interested, which is basically a condescending thing when she said, I'm like, no, I don't want Thank you.
And this next one, these women are absolutely horrible for talking about Michael B. Jordan in this kind of way. They called him corny and too nice. And one of these girls actually went to school with him. And I'm like, bro, you're just mad as hell he doesn't even want you anymore. And you actually missed your opportunity to get with a really nice guy. Who's gonna call Michael B. Jordan corny? My man's a millionaire and he actually looks good. And these women do not.
I really think deep down inside, I think that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we.
Isn't that sad that these women know that good men treat them the best, give them the best life, give them the best attention, but yet they don't give a fuck?
Went to Chad Science together in Newark, and to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there, and he was no Michael Jordan. And then he's also
pretty up there now.
Would come to school with headshots, and back then that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark, like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So. We would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
Now look at him. He got that Black Panther money.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
And this next, I really do hope this is a joke. My jaw actually dropped when he confessed this. I don't know why everybody else is laughing. I would just like, I don't know, call the police or something.
Something that you never told your parents. I have my dog 3 times. What the fuck? Excuse me? My mom didn't know, my dad didn't know, but the dog knew. The dog knew. My dog liked it though.
Nasty bitch. And this next one, we have this woman over here who's absolutely gaslighting older men for going for, I guess, younger women, when she doesn't even realize that her herself went for an older man when she was younger. And she's just absolutely mad nobody's going for her at her old age. Younger men never got to go for younger women, so now when an older man becomes, I guess, more financially stable, he's not allowed to go for younger women either. It just makes no sense.
Don't come at me for this, but I'm gonna say something, okay? If a man in his upper 30s is asking you out and you are in your like lower 20s and you're not like 29, 28, 27, just know nobody his age wants him and he's dating younger on purpose.
Girl, you are so mistaken. There's plenty of women my age that want me. I still date 20-year-olds and 24-year-olds. Why? Because I can. I have the ability, and they have the less trauma. They have a lot less baggage. They're actually nicer women. Yes, they might not be the most put together women and the most intelligent women, but they're nice.
Because he doesn't have to grow up. Like, you're not going to be talking about a ring and bothering him about a ring or bothering him about his job because you're just having fun. And you're just happy that he has a place to stay. He's a old man. So the younger 20-year-old is going to be very impressed with him and not want to make him, like, change or anything because he's great. But he is that age. And at that age, it's very normal to be like that. But he's single and dating younger for a reason.
And this sucks because this man had a really hard time complimenting this woman. I think it was just pretty funny, to be honest.
So if you go on a date and you look into their eyes and then you give a nice compliment, just give me one then.
Calm me down so I can give you a compliment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your neck is moisturized.
Thank you.
And this next, we have this woman over here doing some fatherless behavior. I'm not sure where her father is or anything, because like this is on live, like I guess TV or whatever you call on YouTube, and you do not care at all about what people think of you. It makes no sense.
Sweet little Lenny, you did this billboard? Because if you did this billboard, oh my God, I would give you that 360-degree gawk, you know what I mean? And you, I know you're gonna jack off to this later.
My body is ready.
That's perfectly fine. What you do in your own time, I respect.
And this next, we have this woman over here who is absolutely gaslighting men who don't pay enough child support, who are, I guess, pay too little. She's saying that when a woman doesn't take her man to court and I guess force him to pay child support, he actually ends up paying more than he would. And I'm like, no, duh, it's because you brought the government involved. And if this man doesn't pay this amount, he's gonna go to prison. So now you got his life threatened and you wonder why this man's only paying the bare minimum when you couldn't have gotten the court involved. He would have gladly paid more than that.
Another life, I used to do family law. Woo-wee. It was something. And I'm telling you, I used to represent a lot of men who had undocumented income. And you guys out there know what I mean when I say undocumented income.
Hell, I got my own undocumented income too. Cash is king.
And let me tell you, it was something about being...
But it's only like a few $1,000 just me buying Disney merch and reselling it. It's like not that much money. It's just me making a couple extra, $100 a month selling Disney merch.
Forced to pay child support under an order that'll always cause them to just pay what they're ordered to pay, when in reality, when they were not under that order, they would pay a lot more in child support. A lot of times they'd be paying rent, they would be paying all the child's clothing, everything. But as soon as they get that order, there's something about that order that causes that mindset to only pay what is being ordered to pay. Remember that. I just got a call and I tried to tell her just to give her a heads up. Let's see if she'll listen.
Nope.
I know what I'm talking about.
In this next, we have this woman over here who absolutely got humbled.
It's just for me. It's just, yeah. Let me close this back. Yeah.
Drizzle.
I'm so sorry about that.
And this next, we have this woman over here who's pretty much saying why men who are looking for casual dates actually decreased by 50%. Now, after all the things I pretty much showed you throughout the video, you wonder why men are just being too picky and actually don't want to waste any of their time anymore on women who don't want them, and decide to actually put their future ahead of their dating life because they know what matters more.
Just gonna lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%. 50 since 2019. Not since 1970, since 2019. Down 50%. They're not looking.
Yeah, we're not even looking for coochie. Your coochie is disgusting.
So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment.
And if you guys don't believe what I said, here's a perfect example of what I mean. Men just don't care anymore.
Bruh, the only thing I do is work, eat, sleep, and go to gym. My still broke, sleepy, hungry, and fat as a bitch. What the
And this section I just wanted to add in this clip. I found it super hilarious. In this section, we have a woman over here who I kind of understand what she's going through, but it's kind of her fault once again. I guess she was at her friend's wedding, and I guess she starts realizing that she might even not have a wedding for herself, and actually gets super sad during this wedding because, of course, these women are comparing them to themselves, and they're getting a bit jealous. In my opinion, if you focus on yourself when you were young, you would have had a way better chance than trying to reach it when you were older.
Wedding, and it was a beautiful wedding, gorgeous. The couple,
always
beautiful.
Jealous.
Love them. Wish nothing but happiness for them.
Sure you do.
But weddings, I'm happy. I'm so happy for them, but they make me so sad. Like, in the moment, I'm really happy and, like, I'm having a good time. I'm, like, hanging out with the people that I love. But weddings make me really sad. I guess that makes me kind of selfish because I'm thinking about myself, obviously, because 29 and
you're about to hit
very
that
single
wall
and don't even know if I'll ever get married because the opportunity has never been there for me in the slightest.
Like, I feel sad and not sad. Well, I actually don't really care, but I do feel some kind of sadness for these women that you should have worked on yourself. It sucks that you're in the position that you are now, but no one is crying a river for you. You chose to be overweight. You chose to get ran through. You chose to do all of these things by the time you were 29 instead of looking for the things that you were wanting. The family, the husband, and all of those things. And guess what? If you want a husband, you actually got to look and be what the husband wants. You might not be that now, and you might not be that ever if you don't ever change.
So yeah, but it was fun.
In this next one, finally, we have a single mother over here who pretty much goes on to explain why she can't find a man and doesn't understand why when she doesn't realize it's not about what you bring to the table, it's specifically just your age, to be honest. Why should a man go for you when he can find exactly a younger version of that who brings the exact same thing to the table?
Or is any other woman feel like I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm educated, because educated and smart is different.
Always with the educated. Nobody cares.
I'm business minded. I'm a good mother. Like, I have all these good qualities about myself. I'm healed.
So you're
I
a
go to
single
therapy.
mother.
I healed my inner child. And I'm still single.
Yeah.
And the only people that's checking for me is people that I don't want.
Now you a single mom. You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Shout outs to Shaq. Women, you let him hit it raw without second thoughts. But now you're questioning why other men don't want to be with you. It's pretty obvious. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. If I get you guys next time. Ciao.